Good morning, Scrap Mechanic fans. This is Not About Gaming here. I'm very happy to have you back. Now, today we're going to learn about a couple of things here. Now, I need to credit Mr. Meola. He was the person I watched in order to figure out everything that I'm going to show you here today. And I will post his video on how to build the unicycle in the description below. Now, that being said, today we're going to learn about ghost forces. Now, it's kind of a weird concept, but it works really well, and it allows you to build a unicycle in the game, just like this one here. Now, what it does is it has shocks that force against metal or whatever material you want, and it will actually cause it to stay upright and just self-balance everything you see. It's kind of cool. See? So it works really well, and like the unicycle turns due to these same forces. Now, with that being said, I've also managed to build my own motorcycle. Whoa! I managed to build my own motorcycle using that same mechanic, and I'll show you how. Okay, so you see these sensors? Every time they activate, it forces a spring, and then it pushes it back, just like that. So you can actually build some pretty cool stuff, and it allows for you to do 0 degree, it allows you to turn on point, is what I'm trying to say here. So it allows you to build motorcycles, or unicycles, or trikes, basically anything you want to keep stable. I got really bored and I even built a vehicle with no wheels. Now, I'll actually run down and give you kind of an idea on how this stuff works. Now, I realize it's already been done about, I don't know how many times. But, hey, why not? Hopefully I can explain it in a way that makes it work for you guys. Because I'm going to be using glass blocks and a bearing, sorry, I just woke up, and a small spring for suspension, and we'll need a seat. Of course we'll need a seat. Okay, so to start we need a platform. There we go. Okay, so start with a little, I don't care how big you make your block. Now, in order to get your vehicle to turn on it, like turn without actually moving forward, what you're going to want to do is create a little wall like this, okay? And then, take your bearing, pop it down there. Now, okay, you want to take another block, place it on top of the bearing, just like that, okay? And then you take a spring, place that on the block like this, so it's running perpendicular to this other wall here. Now you take another block, pop it there, and now here comes the tricky part, and it's one you gotta follow. You need to encase this spring in blocks, like all around. So, like that, okay? Now, what we're gonna do here is, all we're gonna do, just to show you, is we're just gonna put on a seat, and we're gonna connect the seat to the spring, just like that. Okay, we're done. It's that simple. Now I hop on, and you'll see the spring start to compress and twist a bit. See? But look at that. Look at how well it turns us. Okay? Wow! Oh my goodness! Oh! Holy! So, as you can see, it works really, really well. Like, almost a little too well. Okay, so there you go, everyone. That's what the theory behind ghost forces are. Now, depending on how you have your spring, is which way it will actually force you to move. So let's say you wanted it to do what I do and have it kind of sit so that, or have the spring rotate, so that way you can stay seated, or stay upright. So what you're going to do is, it's just a different way of placing your block. So it all has to do with, like, in relation to where it's forcing down onto something, right? Okay, so in order to get it to, like, lift you, like, lift your front end or lower your front end, you're gonna want to have your bearing facing. Well, I guess. Well, actually, here you're gonna want to have the bearing facing this way. Okay, and then it's the same principle. You got the block, and then you got a spring attached, and then another block. But this time, now you gotta have a block going this way to hold it in place. Okay, so what we'll do is, we'll get this off of the lift. Now what this one should do is this one should send us forwards or backwards, depending on which way we turn the wheel. See? Okay, so that takes care of the forward and reverse movements, as you can see there. Pretty cool though, hey? So, and as you notice, the spring wasn't being held completely. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I didn't block in the spring completely, so that's why it kind of stopped going forward. There we go. Whoa! Holy moly! Okay. Pretty cool stuff, hey? Now, I will show you the last way to get it to, like, kind of roll you from side to side. Because we did spin in place, roll forward, and roll backwards. Now we'll get it so that you roll side to side. And it's really simple. It's pretty much the same thing, just you're changing the direction of your spring, that's all. Okay, get that bearing off there. There we go. Now, clean this up like so. I'm going to have to add another little layer of glass blocks here, but that's okay. Okay, there we go. We have it. So, one layer of glass blocks, one bearing, another glass block, spring, glass block, and then there we go. Like what? Okay, don't take them out. You want to add them, everyone, just so you know. Okay, and then case it in. And that should make it so that we roll side to side. There we go. And to the left. Whoa! To the right. Oh, God. Here we go. This one kind of dances. So, you can make a vehicle with no wheels, you can make a vehicle with one wheel, you can make a vehicle with two wheels, or you can make a vehicle with all the wheels. You guys now have choices, and hopefully this helps you out. Also, I wanted to show you something pretty cool. Ignore this connection part. If you go to Mr. Meola's video that I linked down below, you guys are going to have a way easier time understanding it. It just makes things a lot better. Okay, so we'll turn on the sensors and get stabilized here. Whoa! Okay, now normally this thing doesn't behave like this. It's just kind of one of those times where it just kind of decided to be a jerk. There you go. Every once in a while, if you just throw it around with the turn ability, it'll actually just smarten up and listen to you. Alright, yeah, there we go. Believe it or not, this is still like the best vehicle for maneuvering around this map that I've found. Which is kind of a silly thing to say. Come on, game, get moving. Whoa! Holy moly! It's also fun. Alright, so I've finally figured out the elevator due to the help of my friend Scott. That being said, let's go check it out. Now I built this nice little pretty one here so I can show you guys what's going on. Alright, shut down my sensors and hop off. There we go. Okay. Now, the thing that I had I was failing on was there was not enough guidance every time I made my old elevators. So what I ended up doing was I made it a 2x2 pillar all the way around. And then I spaced out my wheels very tall, like very high up, and then actually like very low down as well. So it's pretty much just like you gotta stop it from twisting, and you gotta provide it with a very stable run, right? So it works out very well. I kept the weight kind of heavy, but that allows me to move up move up the rail without going super fast, because I'm still under construction of this thing, and eventually I'm gonna have a base on top of the pillar due to the physics in scrap mechanic, and it'll actually be like a super tall base. It's gonna be pretty cool. So what's gonna happen is, like, I'll eventually, when I'm at the height that I want, what'll happen is I'll be able to ride this thing and then just like step out this platform onto a base that is the same level as the elevator, and then I don't have to worry about anything, right? So but yeah, right now it's kind of nice because the elevator goes up nice and slow. It's not like, it's a little jerky obviously, but when you get to the top, it doesn't eject you from the elevator, which is kind of an issue, because when you're doing this stuff, you need to be able to like trust your elevator to not eject you out. So also, these pillars here, they're only temporary. They're only here because you can hop up 4 high, and then from that you can hop up to the top like that, and I'll just grab my metal block here, and then I can build up some more, just like that. Pretty cool, hey? So yeah, the only reason those 4 pillars are there is temporary for building, because they help me get up here safely. And yeah, that being okay, so I will show you exactly what I'm doing here. So all I do to build my tower is I just do like one section at a time, and then I just let the elevator ride up it, and just do that again, just like that. I've probably done this, I don't know, maybe like 10 times so far. Like, it's quite a, oh shoot, whew. Okay, so also something to be aware of: make your platforms big, because every once in a while the game has been ejecting me away from parts that are kind of active. Yeah, I don't know, the game thinks I'm being squished like that, and it'll push me away from something. And it's done it twice already, as you've just seen. And if your platform is too small, you're going off, and then you're gonna have to log in and log out, or log out and log in to get back, and hopefully get your tower back. So yeah, pretty cool though, hey? And remember, always build one block at a time when you're taking things out and putting stuff in like this, because if you don't, you will be in some serious trouble. Because I've erased my whole pillar before, and it just kind of fell, and I was like, oh no, and there was no way to get it back because it was like halfway up. Anyway, so there you go, everyone. That's how you build an elevator. Well, that's how I built my elevator anyway. How you build it is completely up to you. So it's pretty fun stuff. You just gotta kind of monkey around with it and have some fun. But as always, this has been Not About Gaming. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. Either way, it's appreciated. And also, if you need some help with these phantom forces, just feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll try to explain it the best I can if I haven't already done so. And feel free to share and favorite with your friends as you see fit, because this is pretty cool stuff, and I would like everybody to be able to see it. And, oh, good lord. And subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Ah! Oh man! Whoa, whoa, whoa! But for now, this is not about gaming. Signing out. Have yourselves an absolutely fantastic day.